Well, hip hop was so like relative to my life because I saw young black, young Hispanic dudes just expressing themselves like in a way, and it was boys, it was men and women, or young guys and young ladies, and it was like fun. It was really like a voice for us, and I didn't even know it was a voice at the time, but it was just something that I really related to, seeing guys spinning on their heads and breakdancing and hearing cats rapping. It was like, man, this as much as I wanted to be a star, because I loved Michael Jackson, and I loved, Michael Jordan and all, these people that just inspired people. So I wanted to be someone that inspired people. And then when I saw hip hop, I was like, I could do that. Like, I started getting into breakdance, and then I tried to write my first rap. I loved writing. I wrote my first rap, and when I wrote it, the cats who heard it, they all recited it with me after I said it a couple times, and they was like, man, that's really fresh. And I felt like, man, at that point right there, I found a voice that would take me further than I ever knew I would go in life. But it was organic, and it was something that was allowing me to express things that I never would talk to anybody about.
And you also, in the process, you kind of acquired the stigma of being the conscious rapper. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How accurate do you think that is?
Well, I embrace that. You know what's funny, Sway? Like,
speak on it.
You know what? I remember it was either my mother or somebody told me they was watching it. You were doing the MTV like top MCs things. You was like, and you said, Common is one of those artists that won't. He is a great artist. Y'all got to recognize that, but he won't probably get some of the recognition that he deserves until after he passes, or later on, because of the conscious. No, you didn't go all the way and saying that was the reason, but I know that word at certain points would turn people off just because you said you were conscious, a conscious rapper. Because most people, would go to music for a release. A lot of times, and they go to it to listen to it. They're at the club, obviously, sometimes, and they enjoying it in that way. But so at a certain point in my career, I didn't embrace being called conscious. It was like, that's putting me in a box that I'm not only that type of person. Yeah, I'm a positive energy person, and I do put God first, and I do want to talk about love, but I also like to enjoy myself. I like to have fun. I know what the streets are. But at a certain point, I started looking at what conscious artists were in history, and I seen that conscious artists are like Bob Marley and like Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye and KRS-One. And I was like, if you want to put me in that category, yeah, please do. I started embracing consciousness and saying, man, this is something that really will last throughout time. And these songs that you may rock to in the club and we still enjoy in the club, some of the conscious songs will be passed on to your children, and their children will pass them on because they just uplifted to the spirit. And even within the consciousness, I looked at, hey, you still got to make it pleasurable to the ear. You still got to make it enjoyable. What's the purpose of it? It's like when you're trying to eat healthy, you don't want just healthy food to taste nasty. You want it to taste good, and you can just keep eating healthy, right? So that's how I looked at the music and consciousness. I embrace it, and I made people know that, hey, conscious dudes, like, I like sex too, I like life, I like enjoying partying and all. Excuse me, ma, I like. But I like to find other things in life too, so I just had to come out that with consciousness.
All right.